This league, anybody can beat anybody. Football in global, let's say there are no miracles. We want to become team that is tough to beat.
Kerala Blasters fans are always amazing.
The best.
Will you be there?
I'm here. Welcome
to show.
Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure.
So happy to meet you. People are always calling you Ashan. Really, do you know the meaning of the word Ashan?
Yeah, it's kind of how you said, like a master, a teacher.
Yes, a coach, master.
Yeah.
Why people are calling that one? Because you are that much connected to the people of Kerala. You are there always in the heart of people. That's why they are calling you Ashan. Ashan means coach.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coach. Fourth edition of the ISL. From that onwards, Kerala Blasters were struggling a lot. They were not winning the matches. At the end, in last year, you came to the team. You joined as the manager. Then from there, the miracle happened. You changed the team a lot. What football magic did you do for making Kerala Blasters like this?
Well, in football, if we speak, there are many nice things. Speaking about emotions, speaking about many other things happening behind one game, because game is it's a final product. There are many things happening behind the curtains. With the technical, medical stuff, all these preparations. But in football, in global, let's say there are no miracles. It's hard work, dedication, commitment to the club, to the team, to each other. And when you organize and try to focus on those things, then the nice things can happen. And these things we can see as kind of miracles or whatever we call them. But, it comes with the price. In football, if you work hard, in football, if you work correctly, if you stay honest, humble, honest to yourself, first of all, trying to be better version of yourself, of yesterday's version of yourself, then you can hope that nice things can happen to you. This is football. So since we arrived here last year, the first thing in the first month, recognizing the club, recognizing the community, recognizing the environment, recognizing the league, meeting people and everything. From my part, I thought that there could be only one way. This is connecting with the people, interacting with the people, connecting with the emotions that this club brings with such huge fan base. And these kind of things, when you put them all together, then these miracles can happen. Then these things can happen, and I think that last year we witnessed something nice. So this year, again, this is kind of consistency in one nice process. Because in a football, if you want to achieve nice things, it can happen on a long term. On a short term, some good games we can see, but yet after one period, you have to reset, go to zero, and rebuild again. Now, when you work in consistency, when you have a kind of process that you're building up step by step, day by day, from season one, since we arrived last year and now with our second season, then the better things again can happen. So this is kind of thing in the football that we were witnessing.
Last year we started with a failure against ATK Mohan Bagan. This year we started with a great win against East Bengal. Now on next Sunday we are going to fight against ATK. ATK is a strong team. What are your plans in your mind when you are going for playing against ATK?
We must say that ISL as a league is very beautiful, because in this league, anybody can beat anybody. Yes. This is the beauty of football, actually. And when you have this kind of league, then it's really nice to watch, really nice to follow. Last year, we were witnessing in many occasions, even with playing without fans, which was awful last year. Now with the fans, again, it's more beautiful, absolutely. And then again, we are witnessing that anybody can beat anybody in this league. Last year, we started with a defeat. And if I recall, we had our first victory in the fourth game, yet we managed to reach the finals. Yes. So it means that then in this ISL league, it doesn't matter if you start on a good or a bad note. If you regroup, if you know what you are doing, it can happen for you again. So we have to be very careful. We must not, let's say, fly in the clouds. We must have our feet on the ground. We must stay humble. Now Sunday we are hosting actually one of the best teams of the league. Yes. The team who has the biggest budget, the team who has the most national team players, the team who has a good coach, the team who has individual good players. So, and we must be ready. You must be ready for that kind of game. And of course, there are always plans, there are always strategy, there are always the things that you want to see on the pitch, the approach, how you want to start the game, play the game, and finish the game. These kind of things and details are very important. So again, I think that our next opponent is one of the biggest title favorites, like it was in the previous season as well. So again, we have to be ready 100% for this kind of game.
In the last match, we made a substitution of Kalushny. It made many changes. It made a difference in the game. And will there be any like that moments in the next match too?
Let's hope. I hope that they will again deliver something similar. You know, with the Ivan Kalushny, or how we call him, Vanya, you know, India and Indian Super League is a new thing to him. You know, and of course we know that he has qualities.
But he adjusted with everything very soon, I hope.
Yeah, but actually, you know, he arrived not long time ago. And when a new player arrives in a new country, when he's a foreign player, you're going abroad, especially like him for very first international experience like that, you don't want to throw this kind of thing immediately to the lions, like you say. You must give those players time and space to adapt. Like I said, to adapt to environment, to adapt to the league, to adapt to emotions, stadium, everything was going around. And then you want step by step to have those players performing on the highest level. So he is one of the players who can show great qualities, who can show that he's capable of resolving the games on individual basis like he did last game, and of course with the help with other players that we can perform as a strong unit. He is one small puzzle of our idea, he is one small puzzle of our team, and we are very glad that we could sign this kind of player.
You were a great player. You were a defensive midfielder. I heard like that. You were a defensive midfielder. Yeah. And how you ever thought of becoming a professional coach?
It happened, I was close to an end of my playing career. And as a player, when you go over, like when you are 30 plus, when you are in like 31, 32, you know that the end is nearby. And you start thinking differently. You start thinking about your future. You know, in a life there are many, let's say, when you go to school, you go to college, you go to university, you go for your whatever it is, MBA, PhD, whatever kind of thing, and then you start one career, you know. And throughout your life, you're going towards your retirement, it goes, and you have a long career. Football player is something different, something special, that if you are lucky, you start it really early on professional basis. And then for a kind of 15, 16, in my case it was 18 years long, where you have your life organized from the morning you wake up till the evening. So you travel around the world, you play games, you wake up in the morning, you go for training, you go for breakfast, like many other things that are like already planned. And then when you arrive at one point, like I said, 34, 35, 36, you feel that your body starts slowing down and you think about you, like closing up your that book, that chapter of your life, and then you have to start your new life. And then everything stops. And then you have to, if you don't think before that, what you're going to do, what your job will be, then you can find yourself in a difficult situations, which occurs a lot of times around worldwide with famous football players, where after the football career, they don't know what they have to do. And actually, my idea was already when I was, I think, 32, 33, I was attracted by a coaching job. And I had in Belgium, where I live and where I was playing, I had one great coach. We were working together for about 3 years. And he was advising me to think about it, to start and to write me in a coaching education program, which in Belgium in that time was great, because Belgium started one nice process of constructing great organization, football federation, youth development system, new format of competition, how to form young players, how to form coaches. And I was one of the students, let's say, in the first generations of that coaching education. And it attracted me. I liked it. And I felt like this is the thing I want to do. Because also during my playing career, I had experiences where actually I wanted to pass my knowledge to younger players, especially the players who are eager to develop, eager to become better. And then when you have that kind of feeling in your heart, in your chest, that's the thing. And I'm really enjoying that coaching job, especially now coming to Kerala. It's been now second season in a row, and I'm really enjoying every day here in Kochi.
In the last season, when we were playing, there were many difficulties. Nobody was expecting us in the final, but we could enter in the final. This season, everybody is expecting us in the final. Everybody is saying that Kerala Blasters want to be in the final. Is this giving you an extra energy or any extra pressure?
You know, again, the beauty of this league that when it starts, everybody wants to reach playoffs and reach the finals. Yes. And this is possible. Actually, in this kind of league, like ISL is, it is possible that if you manage your momentum, if you manage your short term and a little bit longer term process, you can achieve that. Because last year we had a shorter term league, which started in November and ended up in March with the finals. Now we have a little bit longer term, and actually the teams who will manage the best way they can this period will achieve playoffs, will achieve semi-finals and finals. These kind of things in this ISL league are possible for anybody. Now, like everybody else, of course, we as Kerala Blasters, we would like to achieve again highest level. But we know who we are. We know from where we are coming. We know the way we are working. And again, last year we were repeating those things. You know, if you want to achieve great heights, especially in football, you must be correct to yourself. You must be honest to yourself. You must be honest to each other, especially among the players, technical and medical staff together with the players. And then we must, like I repeat, we must stay humble and work hard, because as a club, Kerala Blasters never had this kind of consistency, being back-to-back season
that is the
in
greatest
top.
changes that you made in the team.
So this was our idea last year when we started, saying that we want to become a team that is tough to beat. You know, when you are the team that is tough to beat, you can achieve higher levels. Then you can be consistent. Then you become a strong unit that will participate. And since we started last year together with management, with the owners, with our sporting director, we organized the whole process, not only with our team, but speaking about B team, about youth, about under 19, 17, 15s, all these younger generations which will, throughout the next period, grow up, become better, and tomorrow, one day, become a huge part of Kerala Blasters family and team. And now, like everybody else, of course, we want to be there. And it gives us nothing but motivation and extra energy, because we see that all together we can do that. And we will work towards that goal and objective. Now, of course, now this year, after a long period without the fans, with the huge help of our fan base, it can be even easier. So we must be ready physically, mentally, for every possible game, because there will be home and away games. So, and I think with all these things putting together into one puzzle, again, we can achieve nice things. In football, you have no guarantees. You know, in football, you win games, you lose games, you draw. You know, at the end, you will see what's the result. Of course, we want to go again on a longer way to achieve heights, and let's hope for the best. So I think that we will work hard towards that objective, and again, hoping for the best.
Manjappada fans are always amazing. Kerala Blasters fans are always amazing.
The best.
The best. How they are personally influencing you and how they are influencing the team.
When you have this kind of support, it's a huge emotion. It's a huge part of motivation that you use, saying, you know, if you see all those people coming and watching you and cheering you and everything, of course you want to play for them. And that's why I was saying, every player of Kerala Blasters who is on the pitch playing for, they will be playing for those fans. Because when they push you, when you give this kind of support, you want to go for it. So it's nothing but motivation, and we will be keeping doing it so.
Okay, last year you trusted our Indian players. We were the only team played with Indian midfielders. And what do you think about the Indian players? Especially the Malayali players, Kerala players.
We have to admit, the talent is all around. There is a talent all around the world, you know, but the talent in football is only nothing but 5% of the huge global picture. You must work hard, you must be dedicated, eager to improve, to learn new things. I think that Indian players are very talented. They have talent, they have nice part of mentality, which is, wanting to survive, wanting to become better, wanting to overcome the difficulties. And not only speaking about Kerala, but all around India, speaking about our local boys, they have something special because they know there is Kerala Blasters. There is huge emotions, and we like the fact that every boy in Kerala dream about playing in Kerala Blasters because it's something nice. It's part of your culture, it's part of your mentality, it's part of your community. And of course, with that process that I just explained, we will try to develop and improve as many as possible boys here also from Kerala who will be coming to first team, showing that they're capable of playing in ISL.
So happy to meet you.
Thank you, my pleasure.
We all are willing that you should be there forever as a Kerala Blasters coach.
Thank you very much.
Will you be there?
I'm here.
It's okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure.